Have you always wondered about the climate is changing around you? Well, it is. Hi, my name is Chase, and I'm going to be talking about climate change, and I'm going to list three examples or three main reasons why the climate is changing today. So, let me start by the first example, or the first main point, which is global warming. Global warming, we all know what global warming is. It's pretty much trapping the heat from the sun itself by CO2 and a bunch of other gases related to CO2 that traps the heat from the sun. The main causes, I will say the three main causes are cars, industrial buildings or industrial workplaces, the big towers with the smoke coming out. Um, those are definitely one of them. And the third one is the livestock. So let me just talk about cars, for example, with the car emissions. Um, we all know that gasoline or diesel running powered cars spit out carbon dioxide or exhaust from the car, which is the greenhouse gas itself. So the more of that, the more it will push out, and or it's just a more number of these cars are running on a daily basis, the more of this carbon dioxide is happening. So yeah, so these greenhouse gases is kind of like a blanket around Earth itself, which creating more heat, which is not good. But at least there's Tesla, we're going up, and there's a bunch of other good factors at the long run that it's going to hopefully reduce this problem. The second one, like I said before, is industrial. And these industrial places, like I said, have the smoke coming out. That smoke itself, or water evaporation, or whatever you call it, I don't know what it is personally, but I know for sure that has a big impact because it is a greenhouse gas itself. It is spewing out greenhouse, which is probably carbon dioxide or something similar relating to carbon dioxide or greenhouse gas itself. Like I said, blankets the earth and makes it warmer, which is you don't want too much of that or not too little, because if it's too little, we'll freeze death. Too much, we'll burn death. So we have to stay in the middle. And the third reason is the livestock, or I should say more of cows or cow farms. These cow farms, especially cows themselves, really spew out a lot of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere on a daily basis. So that itself is not good, but it's kind of a naturally in a way, but it's also artificially because we put these livestock right up together, and there's a big number of them because it's a higher product with steaks and so on and so forth. But that's pretty much it on global warming. Now let me move on to the main second example, is the sun's impact itself. Like I said, with the global warming, you don't want too much of the heat nor too little. But the first main problem with the sun, over time, the sun will expand more and more over time within the next 4 billion years or something like that. But for certain, the sun, as of right now, is going to be the same throughout our lifetime, but within the 4 billion year time, it's going to change dramatically. So for us, we're going to be dead at the time when the sun will come and swallow the earth, because running out of the sun's fuel creates the sun expansion, and the more heat it expands as well. So, and another thing is the Earth's atmosphere itself. That's why we have an atmosphere. If we didn't have the atmosphere at all, we literally would burn death because of the sun itself. So if you go to the beach, and if you lay down, it's like, why I'm not burning? It's because the Earth's atmosphere is blocking the majority of the sun's rays hit on you. So that's why the Earth's atmosphere is there. And a third reason is the sun's impact is, like I said, too much of it is way too bad. And like I said, 4 billion years down the road is a long time for us, but a short amount of time for Earth itself. So with the sun's impact, it's good and bad. Too much of it is bad. Too little is not. Or I mean, they're both bad. But the same thing with the global warming, has to be right in the middle. But let me move over to the third and final reason, which is Earth natural global warming. So what I mean by natural global warming, like volcanoes, and natural emitting greenhouse gases come from the Earth itself, like methane, carbon dioxide, and so on and so forth. One main theme we all know is volcanoes. Volcanoes, when it erupts, it spews out so much greenhouse gases, includes smoke and all that. And that is a natural theme that's been going on for a long, long time before us humans existed. And it's still happening today. So that's a natural theme. But it also ties up with the greenhouse gases officially, or artificially, I mean, like I said, with cars. So with that factor in the cars and stuff is not good. So yeah, and another thing I want to talk about is the ocean itself. The ocean also absorbs a lot of the greenhouse gases, but also spews just a little bit as well, which is methane gas or natural gas. There's pretty much the same thing, but it's really methane gas it spews out. So that itself is not good in a way, but it's also a product that we use in our homes and stuff. So in a way, too much of it, is a bad thing, or too little, But yeah, so methane is definitely another contributor of the natural global warming to Earth. And the last one is all living things, us, animals, all the animals around us. We spew out carbon dioxide as well. So we inhale oxygen, we exhale carbon dioxide, or also known as greenhouse gas. So these natural global warming type ordeals can't really be controlled in a way. Obviously, you cannot change the Earth, you cannot change us in a way, and animals. So we are naturally producing this substance, not with the artificially we can change that, like cars, industrials, like more of the solar panels, which is good. Less than the industrial, more electric cars. That's a way to reduce it. But us, we cannot really, reduce it as much because volcano is a natural thing. It will erupt. Methane gas will keep producing methane gas due to microorganisms. And us, we breathe. We have to breathe. We can't stop breathing to reduce the emissions. We all perish because we need air, right? So those are the three main reasons I want to talk about climate change. I hope it gives you somewhat of an idea of climate change and how major of an impact it is. Overall, we're heading to a place we should try to avoid, because if we keep moving to the direction we are, the Earth will be a big oven. It's kind of like Venus. If you look up Venus, Venus is a big oven itself. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this presentation or video. But anyways, thank you.